Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I'll start with a question. Which is the highly evolved of all creatures, all organisms? Human beings, Homo sapiens. Okay. Which is the most intelligent form existing on the earth today?
Human being.
Huh?
Human being.
Are you sure? Wrong answer. It's not Homo sapiens. It is something else. But before knowing about that something else, let me ask you a few more questions. How many of you are still making fire in this way?
None of us.
Why? What happened?
Because no matchbox.
Okay. Then, how many of you are using gramophone at your home?
No.
Tape recorder?
No.
What is that? Walkman. Cassette. Video library. Every street corner used to have one audio video library. Are you able to spot any one of those things now? What happened to Kodak film? A famous company. Kodak. STD booths. My God, where they have gone? Every street used to have minimum 2, maybe even more than that. What is this? Pager. Are they seen even today? What are these things? First generation mobile phones. How many of you have written letter recently? What is that letter known as? England letter. England letter? England? England. Okay. Postman? Telegram. Okay. Good. What is that? Is it a computer? Okay. Okay. Anand Theatre, what is this theatre? Liberty Theatre. How many of you can say where was Liberty Theatre in Hyderabad? Very close to where we are staying now, where we have assembled now. Liberty Theatre. Odeon Theatre, at least some of you might have seen. And what about this? Okay. So you are not using any of these things now. Why? Most of them, almost all of them, or rather all of them have become outdated. Okay. Since they have become outdated, we have left them. But today, if not in SLATE, in majority of the schools, in India at least, if not abroad, people are still following outdated methodology, outdated teaching methods. Why? People, in fact, CBSE recently has gone 10 steps back. After a lot of debate, discussion, they have come out with the CCE system and saying that teachers are not able to understand this method, they have abolished it. A most retrograde step ever taken probably in the education Educational History of India by Central Board of Secondary Education. Memory had no doubt all the important during the Permit Raj, when public sector used to occupy the commanding heights of the economy, when government was seen, the job of the government was seen as that of giving jobs to the citizens. The method of selecting people for government posts was mostly through filtration. Marks, ranks, examinations, all through, except for the last few years to some extent, have been testing only the memory skills of students. Today, there is information technology, there are computers which can assimilate million times of more data that any human being can comprehend, can deal with. Enormous amount of information is there at the fingertips of everybody today. Google, YouTube, whatnot. Even in this age, our government, our educators, they believe that examination should test the memory skills of students. No need to understand learn by rote method to scram, reproduce in the examination and score marks. Where this will take us, where this will take the society, the future generation? What is going to happen in the future? What are the challenges that lie ahead of the current generation? I mean, the children that are going to come to our school in another 1 week or so. When they grow up, when they enter job market, what kind of scenario is going to prevail? Let us understand that first. When I went to Delhi to take my civil services interview examination, I wanted to make a call to Hyderabad to one of my relatives who was staying in Ikrisat. And people told me that I was staying with my brother-in-law in his hostel, JNU. You have to go all the way to Central Telegraph Office located somewhere near Palika Bazar, not exactly Palika Bazar, close to that in Delhi. That too in the morning, otherwise afterwards there is a lot of rush. So I started I think around 6 o'clock in the hostel. I went there at around 6:45 I think. On the road there were hawkers, they sell coins. If you pay them 100 rupees, they give you some 80, 85, I don't exactly remember, could be 90 rupees. I filled both my pockets with those coins, and of course stood in a long queue, started dialing, when my turn came, dialed the number, and every 2 seconds, take a coin and keep putting it in this thing. Of course, if you are putting excess coins, it comes out afterwards. That was the scenario a few years ago. Now, 1 month ago, or rather 25 days ago, we have been in the US. Earlier, if you are visiting a new place, if you want to search for something, for example, say Indian restaurant, you have to ask somebody, can you help me find an Indian restaurant, boss? No, I am not aware, he'll say. Okay, you have to ask some other person. Excuse me, any idea about an Indian restaurant? Oh, I heard something is there. Somebody after maybe 5th or 6th person will give you a faint clue, and then you have to get hold of a taxi. Then the taxi person may not know the exact route. Finally, with a lot of difficulty, you may go there, and the quality of the food in that restaurant may or may not be good. And if you are visiting a new place, people used to ask, how will you take care? Who is going to guide you? People can cheat you, and it's a new place, you don't know how to go, where to go. But we, of course our friend, mother rather, Google Amma is there. So simple. Okay. Best restaurants in that locality. I mean, when you type it, the list comes. You look into the rating, which is 95% reliable. The customer feedback. Then you can choose one or two of your choice. Then check the menu. If you are satisfied, then go to the Uber app, press it. Okay, order for the cab. 3 to 5 minutes, maximum 5 minutes, the cab arrives. Okay, and he doesn't even ask a question. He knows, because your photo is there probably, and we can see his photograph, or the car and the number. You are getting into that, payment has gone, and he drops you there. Paka. So this is the convenience today. The world has changed so much. The mobile phone has replaced so many things. Cameras are not really required today. Tape recorders have gone. What else has gone? Even you don't require a TV. I mean, with the help of mobile you can manage if that is a requirement. Mobile phone has brought so much of change in the lives of human beings across the globe today. The other day I was listening to the speech of Lieutenant Governor of California. He was proudly telling that I was the first politician who legalized transgender marriages. 3 days ago there was a news item. What was that? Scotland or Ireland? As if it is a qualification. The heading says, Indian gay elected as Prime Minister of Ireland. As if it is a BA, BTech become qualification, it is mentioned. Soon there could be a talk this way. Vadina, మీ కోడలు ఏం చేస్తుంది? ఏం చేస్తాడమ్మా వాడు తినిట్లో కూర్చుంటున్నాడు? నేను కోడల గురించి అడిగాను వదిన. నేను చెప్పింది కూడా కోడల గురించే వదిన. మరి వాడు అంటున్నావు? How many of you not understood? बहू के बारे में पूछ रहे और उन्होंने घर में सिर्फ खाना खा के बैठ के बोल के बोल रहे सांस. अरे मैं तो बहू के बारे में पूछा, मैं भी बहू के बारे में बोल रहा हूँ. Maybe 10 years ago it was unimaginable. Today United Nations has legalized transgender marriages. And they are going to get separate bathrooms. Transgenders are going to get separate bathrooms. I mean, the process probably has started in developing countries already. Something unthinkable has happened already. I'm not saying it's good or bad. We don't have time to discuss on that topic. It's not required also, for that matter. And even if you say bad, the world has accepted it. So obviously, it is a progressive measure. If you say it is something, then it means you are outdated creature. As simple as that. Because that is seen as a progressive measure today. Okay. The world has changed so much. Mobile phone has brought so much of change, and the changes that are going to happen in the next 10 years are going to be much, many times greater than the changes that have happened during the last 20-25 years. Coming back to my question, which is the most intelligent form living on the earth today? Robo. No more Homo sapiens. What I am going to talk for the next few minutes is not science fiction. It is pure science. It's not imagination. Yeah, when I'm going to talk about the impact of technology on human society and human culture, That is not my opinion. It could be like this, it could be. But when I'm talking about technology, it is there. It is science, it's not fiction. Human brain is no more considered as the intelligent and most intelligent living form, or most intelligent form on the earth. Already, I'm not telling it's going to come. I'm underlining and telling that already computers. You don't believe this? Okay. Take Google, go to Google Maps. Okay. We are at King Koti or Rashid Bagh. Okay. Now, want to go to Shamshabad Rajiv Gandhi International Airport. You feed that into the Google map. In less than 30-40 seconds maximum, probably there is some connection problem in your phone, maybe 1 minute. It gives you the exact distance from this point to Rajiv Gandhi International Airport, and distance is not a big issue after all. And what else?
Travel time.
Estimated time of arrival, travel time. I've been using this app for the last 1 year or so quite often. 99% accuracy. If it says 37 minutes, 37 minutes, maybe 38 minutes or maybe 36 minutes. Never more than 3 minutes error. How is it able to tell that? How is it able to estimate the estimated arrival time? Based on the distance? If it is simply based on the distance, then surely the calculation will go wrong. Because when you start from here, travel to Rajiv Gandhi International Airport at 5 o'clock in the morning, this is one thing. 7 o'clock in the morning, one thing. Now it is one thing. In another 1 hour, it is another thing. So how is it able to tell? The satellites that are there, they scan the roads. How many vehicles are there from this place to Rajiv Gandhi International Airport? At which speed the vehicles are moving? All this is the data is taken up, processed, calculated, and in a flash of a second, not exactly second, few seconds, it gives you the data. Can any human being do this?
No.
How many photographs have to be taken? How much data has to be assessed, computed, assimilated, analyzed? It is impossible for a human brain. If you have to do that, maybe you will take half a day's time. But it is able to do it within such a short span of time. I am not very sure, I didn't check up this point. It's not just taking the, suppose if you are traveling to Karnool or say Warangal or to say Bishop or Bidar. It's quite possible that now you are starting say at 7 o'clock and till from 7 to 8:30 the roads are not that, the traffic is less. After 8:30, more traffic now. But there is no error. Suppose if you are checking your Google, you want to go to Tirupati. Of course, if you stop on the way, it's a different issue. That is not an error. It shows non-stop time. For say suppose 8 hours or 9 hours, it can give you maximum 5 minutes error. What does that mean? It is taking into account, this point I am not sure of course, it's taking into account the vehicle density at that point of time, at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, the next 9 hours of journey, probably yesterday this much was the density, this was the speed, day before yesterday, maybe for last 20 days, 30 days, it takes the whole, this point I am not sure of course, it takes the whole data into account, processes and gives you the, in stock market, earlier the brokers were there, 3 mobiles, 4 mobiles, or 4 phones. Hello, hello, hello. They used to check the rates of the scripts. Now, everything is done by computers. In a flash of a second, something happened in England. Because of that, the shares are put on, they are losing their value immediately, within flash of a second, everywhere in this world, the stock markets, they respond and they are doing it. This is the technology that is there with us right now. Can you imagine you summoning your car through your mobile? Just sitting in that and fixing the, what is that called, global GPS, giving the data to that. From 0 to 60 kilometers in just 3 seconds. Who is the driver? No driver. This is a reality already. It's currently happening in USA. Tesla car. No driver is required. Only 1 month ago, like a fool, I was arguing that this can never happen in India. After coming back to India, when I started studying, I understood that, okay, there will be a time gap of 3 to 4 years or maximum 5 years between that of America and that of India. But it's going to happen in India too, quite soon. No drivers are required. Oh my God. How the vehicle will take care of us? Is it not dangerous? Don't go to Robo Rajinikanth movie. That is a fiction. I'm talking the reality. It's going to happen. Are you buying a car? Okay, now chalo, India, you are in India, you can buy a car. But after 1 year or after 2 years, if somebody is buying a petrol car, there will be no, the person is totally not aware of happenings around. Full, to put it crudely. All the petrol, diesel, gas fueled vehicles, hydrocarbon, the vehicles which are running with hydrocarbons are going to be phased out by 2025. By that time, probably we require 2 more, because the one Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan may not be sufficient for the orientation class. Another 7 years, right? 2025, another 8 years. Okay? No car, no petrol, diesel, gas car. And run by who? Don't imagine a robot sitting there and doing that. There is no such thing. How is the mobile working? Same way, everything is programmed inside and you are just giving destination and it takes care of it. How is it possible? Believe it or not, children who are joining in nursery today, by the time they come to 10th class, maybe another 3 years, by the time they are in intermediate or degree, they are going to study that long back. Human beings used to drive in cars. My God, crazy world. They are going to tell how dangerous it was. Human being driving a vehicle will be treated as the most idiotic, most dangerous task. How can a machine be more intelligent than a man, than a human being? Yes. The driver, however, expertise he or she is having. How many degrees view the driver can have? Front view? Side views. And if the car is latest one, if you are putting on the back camera, you can look into that. But when you are looking into that, to some extent the front view, side view is, it's not coming to your brain. All the time, 360 degrees surveillance. Equal attention. Nothing is missed. When human eye is focusing on the front view, this is compromised. But the computer can Scan 360 degrees. Can you smell something and find out a potential danger? Smell, okay, if there is a petrol leak or gas leakage inside the car, okay, that. But outside, especially if you are closing, the car, AC car and the windows are closed, can you smell something and understand what is happening outside? No. The sensors of the car, the automated car, they work on this person, the smell, and they get the data. Can you see infrared rays, ultraviolet rays? Automated car can do that. Can you hear infrasonic, ultrasonic sounds? You can't. Can you detect a landmine? Cannot. Whereas automated car can. Now, how foolish we are to drive our own vehicles now? This is not a fiction. In America, of course, Tesla cars are on the road on an experimental basis. Now, as per law, there has to be somebody sitting in the driver's seat and it is able to drive on highways right now. When it comes to city, it is saying it's shutting down, asking the person to take over. It's still confused. It is the initial stage. But the next version are coming up. And if petrol is not used, what is that the car is going to use?
Solar energy.
Yes.
Power. Whether it could be solar or electricity. In future, of course, solar. Right now, it could be. It doesn't require charging for 300 kilometers right now. But in future, the maintenance cost of this electric car will be 1,000th of the traditional car. And the lifespan, the span will going to be 100 times more than that of once it comes into market. Unbeatable. These cars you have to phase out. In few years, there will be no people to give you servicing. And after that, you know what you should do? You can't sell your car because nobody will be there to buy. You can't leave your car. You have to pay tax to the government to phase it out. Ulta. Now if you are selling your car, second hand, you get, depending on how good or bad the car is, 30, 40, 50, maybe in some cases 60, 70% also. But by 2030, if you are still owning a car, you can keep it in exhibition, you can tell your grandchildren, dekho, isla car tha mera paas. That's okay, no problem. If you got enough space. Otherwise, if you want to go it and start it and go on the road, no, impossible. And if you want to phase out, you have to pay money. Sometimes green tax, whatever name they call it, to the government to phase it. To the agencies, not government, to the agencies to phase it out. This is not a joke, it's not a fiction. This is a reality. What will happen to Dubai? What will happen? United Arab Emirates, Russia, and other OPEC oil producing countries, then they are surviving on the production of crude oil, petroleum products. What will happen to their economy? The king of Dubai, Sultan of Dubai, has realized this already. Now they are making entry into other areas. They know that they cannot depend on the petrol, diesel, crude oil anymore. They already started looking for alternatives. One, of course, is tourism. They are still looking into many other things. Once again, I'm not telling science fiction. I'm studying a lot. Of course, on net. Of course, Google Tali told me. YouTube Tali told me. And of course, using my own tools of analysis. That comes when I talk about society and culture. Because nobody has given that. That is my version. This is existing version which people in Stanford, professors of Stanford and other reputed universities in America, especially executives of Google and such like companies, there are a number of talks on YouTube. After listening to that and collecting information and telling all this to you. This is not fiction. Which is the greatest challenge that humanity is going to face in future?
Accepting all
Mrs. Reena? One challenge to the humanity.
this. Mic. Reena, mic.
Pranay?
Environmental concern.
Environmental concern. Can you be more specific?
So the strain on natural resources.
You mean greenhouse effect?
To that extent also.
You might have read a lot of information visited that greenhouse effect is going to play havoc with the lives of our future generations. Already it has started playing havoc, of course. Global warming, the temperatures are rising. Glaciers have started melting. 4 years ago we went to New Zealand and the person told me clearly, sir, maybe around 8 years ago the glacier, the ice used to come to this place where we stood to take photographs. Now the ice was much at a different height, a lot of distance. In front of my eyes, I have seen, sir, the glaciers are receding, glaciers are melting. The sea level water is going to, already started rising. It will result in submergence of low-lying coastal areas, disappearance of many flora and fauna in Arctic, Antarctic, of course worldwide. You already all these things right or wrong? Now all that is outdated. All that is outdated now. Okay, it's not going to, what I'm going to tell now is not going to happen immediately, but it's going to happen in another 5 to 10 years' time. Technology is ready in USA today, wherein, of course, it needs approval from US Congress. It is waiting for the approval. Of course, human beings, political organizations, they are capable of making any number of issues. They have devised machines which can suck carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, convert this into energy useful, reduce the carbon dioxide levels by 2 to 3% in the atmosphere, which is sufficient. If the political approval is given, and of course the technology has to be improved further, in another 10 years, global warming will be a pastime story. It was this like this few years ago. By 2025, I said, in USA it's going to happen by 2022, maybe in India by 26, 27. Electric cars come onto the road, the petrol, diesel vehicles phased out, the pollution will come down drastically. So, of course, this doesn't mean we can go and waste our electricity and resources right now, because this should happen now. This is going to happen. But till that time, we have to teach environmental concern to our children. Greenhouse effect has to be taught. Okay, so there is a definite solution for that. Now, can you tell me what is the problem that humanity is going to face? Yourself, huh? Pardon? Food. Okay.
Yes.
Food crisis. Vice Principal from Karnataka High School. She says food crisis. Dunne vadade?
Bhumi.
This is going to be an outdated slogan. So, you don't require land to cultivate anymore. Already technology has crossed the laboratories. It is being implemented right now. Vertical walls are being erected, and through the genetic engineering techniques, they are are going to produce in another 5 to 10 years crops on the walls. They require only 1% of water when compared to that of the traditional crops. 100 liters traditional crop, this requires only 1 liter. And the production is going to be many more times. Only in the deserts of Dubai. See, Hyderabadis have got this problem. For them, everything is Dubai in Gulf. Recently, I have seen one of our parents posting, going to Dubai. Next day, he posted, I'm in Abu Dubai now. Yeah, Abu Dubai now. It is Abu Dhabi. For us, everything is Dubai. When I went to Dubai, I see in United Arab Emirates, only in the deserts of United Arab Emirates, the scientists tomorrow can produce almost sufficient food material to take care of the whole world. So food is not a crisis in coming days. Water? Already in our own country, through the process of reverse osmosis technology, harnessing solar energy, plasma technique, plasma membrane technique, through these things, we are converting ocean water of the seas, ocean into potable water. So water, once this technology becomes viable, water is not going to be a crisis. Energy? Our Chief Minister of Telangana, because here people from Andhra Pradesh are also there. So Chief Minister of Telangana, KCR, told in the beginning days that our state, Telangana, is going to face power crisis. That was the initial talk. Now, later on, you have seen what happened. Now there's almost no power cut here. Of course, this is a different scenario. Tomorrow, already technology has crossed the laboratory stage. Solar energy is going to be harnessed. The cost of solar energy has come down drastically during the last 10 years. 100 or even less than that. It's going to be damn cheap to get solar energy without polluting the environment. I heard a scientist talking, of course YouTube, yesterday evening, when I was having final updates for the class, that they, in their company, have devised a nuclear reactor which is 100% safe, which uses the uranium waste material, the radioactive waste material that is being thrown out today. Only through that, the existing radioactive material, those reactors can produce energy which will take care of the energy needs of next 1,000 years. Not 1 year, 2 years, next 1,000 years. So, energy is not a problem anymore. In coming days. Tendiki befikaru, nadarki befikaru, everything seems to be, life seems to be so smooth, right? But earlier, of course, upgradation of technology has been a continuous process. The primitive man was a great observer. He looked around and your first slide, he has devised the technology. Modern breakthrough technology. What was the technology? Making fire. Mind-boggling. It has changed the human structure, Of course, I don't want to branch off into some other topic. With the discovery of fire by Australopithecus, the canine, you know what is canine? The size of the canine has reduced. Of course, it didn't happen dramatically overnight. It happened over a period of over a number of generations. The size of the lower jaw got reduced. It was a breakthrough, discovery of fire. And after that, many technologies. Technological upgradation is a continuous process. has been a continuous process in the history of humankind. Now, every time when the new technology was introduced, it was feared that it will take out our jobs. When computers were introduced, I saw the bank employees unions agitating, they will take away our jobs. There was strikes by bank employees associations not long ago that no, don't introduce, we are against computers. Now the same news item, their press statement is published today, they become a laughing stock. Now their children are in software field, most of them settled in America. But now the technology that is coming up is decimating jobs, and these jobs are not going to come back. Because the machines that human beings have discovered on through were run by human intervention. They were not intelligent machines. Now, first time in human history, of course, the process has started from 1990, but now full breakthrough. Intelligent machines have come into existence. They underline and note down. Note down in the sense in your mind. Note down. These machines, they don't require updates from human beings. They are capable of updating themselves. They gather information through they are put to this thing, so they observe, they understand, and they are going to write their own programs to put it crudely. As I told you, already the machine has surpassed human intelligence beyond any point of time, and more and more automated instruments are coming up. What is that? Artificial intelligence. AI is going to be the hallmark of the next generation. AI. This artificial intelligence has started showing its impact already. Right now, as we are talking, somebody here, in many countries, including India, in fact, I don't know whether I have selected that person or not. Somebody came, she was selected, I don't know. She came for the interview and my question was, she wanted to join in Karnataka or something. She said her husband is working in Madhapur. I said, how can you join? She said, sir, my husband is going to, he's on the bench, he's going to be terminated now because of this automation. Hundreds of jobs are at stake right now. And in the next 8 to 10 years, 50 to 60% of the jobs are going to disappear and they are not going to come back. Machine doesn't require, except for some finer aspects, doesn't require human beings anymore. It is capable of doing things on its own. How much data a human brain can take? 1 gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte, exabyte, millions of every day. When you are using Google, I am searching yesterday, I ordered yesterday on Swiggy. You know what is Swiggy?
Food.
Earlier you used to run to the restaurant to get the food. Now, go to the app. It shows you, right now sitting here, of course, you are not permitted to open your mobile, of course. Right now you can switch on, go into the, of course, download Swiggy app. So it shows you the restaurants which are in Swiggy list and the menu. Okay, you order it and it shows the person has gone there to pick up the order and it gives you where the person is coming. You can see the track, you can track the delivery. It's going to take 10 minutes, now he has come close to Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan, and then he is knocking at your door. Google is collecting all this information. Every day, when thousands, millions of human beings are they are using Google for various things, it is called big data analysis. All this is going to be used. Tomorrow it can tell. Even before you say your favorite is masala dosa, How you know? How you know? I know. But last 2 years, out of 50 orders, 40 orders you ordered masala dosa. My God, how do you know? Yes. On 22/7/2014, you ordered masala dosa from Chutneys, paid an amount of this much, and the next day, after 3 days, again you ordered masala dosa, this time from a different restaurant. So out of 50 orders, 40, I'm not saying pizza because it's prohibited in SLATE. 40 are masala dosa, so it knows, it analyzes. In Hyderabad, out of this much population, this many prefer biryani, this many prefer this, that, and this. And it is useful. It can sell this information to restaurant people. Big data analysis. Million bytes of information is being processed every day. And the future belongs to those companies which are having that much of data. So the most intelligent human being on the earth is robo-Googlensis. There's no such thing, I just coined. Robo, which is going to be, which is being churned out from the Google company. Robo-Googlensis. Something of this sort. Now, jobs are going to be decimated. Then how people will survive? You get food. There is plenty of technology to give you food, water, comforts, everything. No need to go to the garage, clean it. The car can clean itself. Okay, just press it. It comes outside, stays in its position. You just need to go. No need to open the door also. As soon as you go, sensors are acting. And if a thief goes, it says no, it will not open the door. Intelligent face, not just face, the whole body recognizing technology is there. When you go, it opens the door. And you have to tell, alright, somebody else is also coming with me, wait. You have that information you have to feed, otherwise it will shut the door. Okay, you can get it, sit inside, again, on more press. Or it says, because every day, are you going to this office? Yes, you need to simply press yes, then it understands. If it's different only, you have to feed. If it's different, you have to feed. Okay, it drops you there. Order the food. You want to talk to your relative who is in USA. Earlier, they used to call because no telephones in India were so costly. Now, WhatsApp video call. Few years ago, Skype, it was such a big headache. Put on this Skype, you never understand where you are, whether you are on the earth or in some other extraterrestrial object. Now, no need. Go to WhatsApp video, free. Of course, it consumes some data, no doubt. Free and crystal clear, right? As if and the technology is going to come. Holoportation. You are here, no doubt, physically. You are transported to your place, for example, San Francisco. It appears as if you are sitting in front of them. The whole image is seen. You are talking to them. You can touch, you can feel. But the real self is here. This is real. This is not fiction. That's what I'm underlining and telling. If you want to understand this, then you should understand how your life, how our lives were just 15 years ago, just 20 years ago. This much as change has happened. Now, the change is going to happen it's going to be an accelerated change. Now, so what will be the problem that humanity faces? Health problem. The computer, the robots, they can scan, diagnose small, ailments which an expert doctor cannot do even after working for 6 months also. And they can perform precision surgeries. 1,000 times better than the expert surgeon in this world. You will not have doctors here afterwards. You need not go to What is this going to hospital? Not required. You are having that device. Okay. Press it and share. It gives you some commands. What is the problem? You have to feed it. It scans the body, through your whatever technology coming up and says, now this is the problem. And you need heart operation, heart change. Where you have to buy? Simple, print your heart. 3D printing is coming. This is slight exaggeration. It's not that easy. 3D, you know what is 3D printing?
Yes.
Normal printing, is happening. 3D printing with material. You can get a gun. To start with, it's going to come up in another 3-4 years. You need not go to a shop to buy a toy. You have to pay money to them. They'll give you, as it's happening now, it will print. If that printer is there with you, it will give you the toy. To start with, that's going to happen. Later on, the 3D printing is going to be in hospitals. They can print human organs, liver, kidney. So you can have 100 kidneys, no problem. These days, getting a kidney is illegal, in fact, because the sale and transfer of kidneys, except in, among blood relatives, is prohibited as far as minority goes. I'm not very sure of this anyhow. In future, there is not going to be a problem. Okay, new brand of virus may always know as we are evolving, virus is also evolving, and always, that is a different story. There's going to be a competition between human beings, human mind or robo mind later on, and the virus. Virus is also much faster, maybe most highly evolved of all organisms these days. Virus, Zika virus, what sort of virus is coming up? Okay, so what is the problem for humanity? అనగనగా ఒక ఆయన ఉండేవాడట. దేవుడిని తపస్సు చేశాడు. దేవుడు ప్రత్యక్షమయ్యాడు. భక్తికి మెచ్చితే ఏం కావాలో కోరుకోమన్నాడు. ఏం లేదు స్వామి, నేను ఏమనుకుంటే అది అయిపోవాలి. జాగ్రత్త ఆలోచించు, మళ్ళీ ఇబ్బందులు పడితే కష్టం. నేను ఒకసారి ఇచ్చానంటే ఐ కెనాట్ టేక్ బ్యాక్ మై boon. So think twice. No, I want this. Whatever I wish should happen, said this person who he did a kind of tapas to get to God, boons from God. God finally, okay, chalo, I given. He thought, okay, today I should get chicken biryani from Grand Kakatiya. It is there. I want this car. It is there. I want this kind of bed. It is there. I want a 5-bedroom flat with a attached swimming pool. It is there. రెండో రోజు చాలా ఎక్సైటింగ్ ఉంది, థ్రిల్లింగ్ ఉంది. నెల రోజులు అయింది, వాడికి పిచ్చెక్కిపోయింది. Why?
He doesn't know.
Nothing else.
Whatever you want will come to you.
Challenge.
Will you be really happy?
No.
I saw few years ago, we went to search for a building in that, our middle school, Amit's middle school, just opposite to that. Now there's some hospital is there, no?
Uday.
Opposite to our
Near Retina.
that building, the proposal has come to us in the beginning. So I've gone there. It was, I think, morning 10:30 or so. The owner has appeared there. Morning 10:30, he's fully drunk and is unable to control himself. Boss, whatever rent you want, that's you, boss. He's coming. Then afterwards, I understood his life. He gets some lakhs of rent. I don't know the exact statistics. Lakhs of rent. His father was a person who worked hard. Has got a lot of property now. Every month, maybe say 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs during. It was a story of 5 to 6 years ago, or even 10 years ago. So this, ఏం చేస్తాడు పొద్దున్న? Today, the genesis of all the problems. People, they watch 24 hours TV channels. Males, hey, my body is great, your leader is bad. Or they come onto the Facebook and they puke out all that frustration on WhatsApp, on Facebook. And the women, Kyonki सांस भी. Why all this nonsense?
कभी रोबोट
Leisure. People have got plenty of time at their command, and when you sit idle, you know the saying. What is that? Devil's workshop. Not one devil's. It is a gang of devils working in the minds of a majority of us today. Because they are getting, enough leisure. That's why I keep on telling everybody, male, female, except during certain phases of life. For example, a mother when she is carrying, few months could be 1 year, depending on the family, or maybe 2 years. That is okay. Other times people should work. You know for what? You are all fortunate enough. Your salary may not be that great, but you entered a very healthy environment. You are going to be much more healthy. Your mind is going to be much more healthier than it was if you are idle. Sit at home for 6 months. That too, when everything is provided, finish, you will not keep quiet. Your mind will not keep quiet. It needs some challenge in life. Tomorrow, what is going to be the solution when over 60 to 70% of the jobs are going to be decimated? What is going to be the problem? What is going to be the scenario with the youth employment? Universal basic income. It is already happening. People in Alaska, in USA state, because of some environmental constraints, the government is paying every citizen $1,000 as of now, right now. And 2 years ago, there was a referendum in Switzerland. Should every citizen be given some basic income, irrespective of the fact whether you are working or not? They are intelligent people, they said no. When India was we would have accepted it. In future, this has to happen. Otherwise, there will be so much of unrest in human society. Few ultra-rich companies, Google, if political control is not there, America will become, I cannot use the word super rich, but much more than that. In America, few companies like Google, Tesla, Microsoft, such like companies who are going to command this artificial intelligence, they'll become 100 to 1,000 times more powerful than any nation in this world. You know the human population today in the world? Any idea? వెంకటేష్ ఒక సినిమాలో వాడు చెప్తాడు, అమ్మ మన బాక చేస్తారు, దేవా మనకి అందరికీ ఇండియాలో ఉండే 100 కోట్ల మందికి కూడా ఈ ప్రపంచంలో ఉండే అంటే ఆమె చూస్తాడు, వాడు ఆమె కిట్టిస్తాడు, ఆమె కాదు పింకీ. So, what is the approximate population in India? The world? 700 plus, I don't know the exact this thing, 700 plus million. A million or billion? Billion. India is 130 కోట్లు ఉన్నారు. So కోట్లు లెక్క పెట్టుకుంటే around 700 plus crores population today. You know, just 400 years ago, the population of the world was not even 1/100th of this. This population explosion has been a recent phenomenon. Once artificial intelligence comes, you know why Europeans came to India? To start with, to buy and sell some commodities. But later on, what is the crux of industrial capitalism? Can you tell social studies teachers? You require raw material. Then you require people to run the machines, to run the industries. Then finally you require people to customers, markets. So this was industrial economy mode which required require more and more people. Now, with artificial intelligence, this era is going to come to an end. What is going to, companies, they don't require this much of human population on the earth. So what should do? What should one do? Now, this is a question mark. Anything can happen. Trump Marodu USA I don't require all these people and Bombay Center. This is in a funnier way I'm telling. It is not that easy, of course. But one thing is sure, the AI run economy doesn't require even 1/10 of the current human population. This many population is not required. I don't need you. తమాషా ఏంటంటే కమ్యూనిజంలో పోరాడితే పోయేదేమీ లేదు, బానిస సంఖ్యలు తప్ప. అంటే an industrialist, the capitalist exploits the proletarian, the worker, exploits his, could be her, those days women were not working, so I'm using the word his labor pays very less wages, so this is called exploitation. Now, the AI run economy doesn't require human beings. ఇంకా నీ దోపిడీ వద్దు ఏమొద్దు, నువ్వు మనిషి అవసరం లేదంటుంది AI. It doesn't require any human force except for very, very, very less percentage. So what should happen to the surplus human population? Now this is a question. How the society is going to take shape? What are the needs of human beings? What are the needs of human beings? Food, water, shelter, clothes, basic comfort. This is basic needs. My dear members of SLATE family, artificial intelligence in another 20 years maximum, in fact probably before that, can take care of the basic needs of all the human population on the earth, including the people in the so-called dark, Ethiopia kind of. Why I'm specifying Ethiopia, the most, neglected, poor country. Enough food, enough water, enough comforts. I told you already, this much produce can be done, this much the basic needs are taken care of. Okay, whether it's going to be equitably distributed or some company going to use, now we don't require any soldier. Now we are telling our soldiers are going to, those areas, glaciers, Siachen and this thing. Of course, as of their patriotism, their courage and this thing, this is not to belittle them. But in future, you don't require human beings there. Robots can be placed there and they will take care. They will guard thee. And they will be much, much more. Our person, after all, when somebody is living at -40 degrees, the person needs a lot of, so much of comforts, basic things to be taken care, he needs sleep. But this robo can work 365 days, 24 hours. And what it needs is, you need not go to put electricity. It can be done.
Via solar energy.
You are sitting somewhere in Delhi and pressing the command, it gets charged. And if required, its actions can be monitored sitting in the defense headquarters, this thing. Basic security will be provided. But as I told, somebody can use all this to destroy humanity. Already, in the name of religion, so much of mayhem is seen. If this process continues, if the technology reaches the hands of such like people, who knows? God even may not know what can happen. But if humanity progresses on a rationalistic path and a correct path, then in another 20 years, the basic needs of all the human beings can be taken care. Now, human beings have got any more needs?
Relationships.
Emotions.
Basic needs. The next category is derived needs. Family is a need. Marriage is a need. Kinship is a need. Law is a need. Political organization is a need. Indian state, Indian government, Telangana government, Andhra Pradesh government, law, Indian law, Eskimo law. These are all the derived needs. Artificial intelligence can take care of many aspects of these derived needs also. But in some, human intervention is required. ఒట్టిగా తిని తొంగుంటే మనిషికి గొడ్డుకు తేడా ఏంటుంటుంది? Will you be happy if you are just given food, water, and human being needs something more. What is that more? A dil mange more both nahi. What do you need? Human beings have got integrative needs. You need identity. Religion, fine arts, music, dance, entertainment, self-identity, self-actualization. These are the needs. Now, till now what I told is science, proven, going to happen. Now, from now onwards, is this going to happen this way? It is my imagination. I am just asking a question. I am not telling it will happen this way. It can happen this way, I am telling. This is my analysis. With artificial intelligence, if humanity goes on a wrong path, you don't require marriage. Why the hell you need marriage? Why marriage? What are the functions of marriage today? Let us talk scientifically. Marriage, Bhagavan ka prasad, wo to hai. Let's talk science. Why marriage? Marriage and family are social institutions. There are 4 basic functions for marriage and family. 1, it satisfies the sexual needs of people, thereby giving birth to children, reproductive, sexual, reproductive. 2 more. Can anybody explain? Huh? Pardon?
Someone with us.
Economic, cultural. These are the 4 basic functions of marriage and family. Sexual need. Already Dikumarina gave you all just of course, there are people, when I'm telling this, I'm supposed to be outdated. But I prefer to be outdated, for God's sake. I don't want to, in this Janma, next Janma, if I take birth, maybe I'll accept. In this Janma, I don't want to accept. Yeah, to the extent of only transgender, there are people who take birth as male, but develop female desires. That part I understand. But a regular male going on entering, this is a huge challenge today in Hyderabad. Ragging in engineering colleges is taking this form. It is called sodomy. ఇలాంటి విషయాలు కూడా మాట్లాడుకోవాల్సి వస్తుంది స్లేట్ కన్వర్టేషన్ అని అనుకోలేదు. You know what is sodomy? A male having anal sex with a male. This is happening as ragging in Hyderabad colleges for the last few years. Okay. Now, gay, lesbian kind of things are coming up. Okay, that's a different story. Again, I don't want to go into that. But coming back. Now, I fell in love with the robo Aishwarya. Already robos are being churned out, which, the face much better than the most charming male or female in this world. They can recognize, they can understand your feelings by scanning at your face. If there is a puppy in your house, by just looking into your at your body, especially face, they understand what kind of mood you are in. And these robots, they are going to be much 1,000 times, maybe 1,000,000 times more intelligent. And I'm not joking. already there are robots which can fulfill the sexual desires of male and female. So for gratification of sexual needs, future generation may not need marriage with a fellow human being. Gone. Second function of family and marriage. What did it tell? Reproduction. Why the hell you need human beings? Why you should reproduce human beings? Manishul akkarledantunte. You don't need any human beings. Why do we reproduce? I mean, why do we give birth to children? Come on, simple. Gives us satisfaction. I my children. You adopt a robot. Why you need a human being? Already vachchestundi. There are, you know this, but what I mean, there are modern ladies who feel, Chanta, if I'm not going to give birth, that will be better. Chalo, if given birth only one, never. Okay, they are only just wait. I mean, I don't want to enter into controversies also. There is a justification from that side. There is a point from that side also, which I don't deny. Okay, now in future, you don't require when robo is your wife, you don't require, you can't produce wife or husband, of course. Can't produce. If somebody wants to produce, then there are test tubes. The present test tube baby is not really test tube baby. It's only the choosing of gamete and sperm is done in laboratory and everything is injected into the future. Everything Gandhari Garbha only in pots. Human beings will come out. అవునండి ఒకసారి ఆలోచించండి. Everybody is giving birth to children. You are a Hindu, you make your child a Hindu. You are a Muslim, you make your child Muslim. Which means you are imposing your religion. నువ్వు కమ్యూనిస్ట్ అయితే కమ్యూనిస్ట్ ఐడియాలజీ ఇస్తున్నావు. నువ్వు ఇంకో ఐడియాలజీ ఉంటే ఐడియాలజీ ఇస్తున్నావు. Strictly speaking, who gave the right to parents to impose their own ideology on their children? When children are brought up in different ways, the society will be different. Maybe by 2030 there will be seminars which says that giving birth to individual children is prohibited. You can't do that, it's a crime against the society. Children have to be produced in laboratories and they have to be, all of them should be brought up in the same conditions. Same vitamin, same food, same everything is given, even the brain makeup is also done by new technology so that all of them are alike. I am not joking. There was an effort in China in this direction. There was an effort in Israel in this direction long back during 70s. Kibbutz of Israel, the commune of China, they made a serious attempt to do away with the families. Children were brought up, of course at that time no test tube production. Once a mother produces a baby, maybe after 3 months or so, they were separated from the mothers, from the families. All of them were raised in this communes. In Israel, it was called Kibbutz, Kibbutz. You can go and check Google afterwards if you want to get more information. But that has become a disaster. And anthropologists have concluded that family is universal. Human society cannot do away with marriage and family has been the conclusion of anthropology, sociology till today. But now, as a student of sociology, anthropology, I fear, I'm not telling it's going to happen, the institutions of marriage and family are in peril unless and until humanity moves in the proper direction. Unless and until human beings reason out. అర్థమవుతుందండి అందరికీ? హలో పైన ఉన్నవాడు ఎక్కడో వెళ్ళిపోయారు. Are you able to understand what I'm saying? Okay. I told about the third function because I'm only looking at vice principals and they are the smartest people in the SLATE school, I know that. I mean it. I selected accordingly. So others, of course, there could be, if you are human beings, there could be robots. Okay, now tell me, What is the third function of marriage and family? I told you, number one, sexual, number two, reproductive. Number three, economic. What is economic? Cultural, last one, the most important one. Third one, economic. Husband and wife, division of labor between the members of family. Husband earlier used to go to work. Women used to take care of the babies. Now in America, both husband and wife, to a great extent, gender equality has come. And a few years, it could be Jambalakadi. Nothing wrong in that. Just for loving children, nothing wrong in that, of course. Okay. And now, why do you need human assistance? Division of labor. A robot is there. It will take care. It will wash your utensils. It will cook. Cooking in cooking chain. You don't need to cook in every house now. In another 20-30 years, there will be like kitchens stationed at different places, and they know today what is going to be the order earlier in advance. In advance, because they got big data, they keep things ready. Swiggy, just press it, it will come. Robo will come, it will service your house neatly. Also, like a paint chestundi, a country conventionally microorganisms kill chestundi, everything it will do. Why you need wife to clean house? Why you need husband to wash the clothes when robo is there? Then fourth one, what is cultural? Enculturation, socialization. No mother feels it is a burden to teach everything to the child. Innumerable ways of the society, culture, traditions, they are taught to the children. ऐसा नहीं बोलना, ऐसा बोलो, ए गंवाड़ा, हम ऐसा नहीं करना, अंकल बोलो, all this is taken care by the family. Now, even that can be replaced by that job that you are not giving birth to children first of all. Society is taking care of that. Estimates, planning department says, in another 20 years, to run the robots, India needs only 10 lakh people. No production license. Okay, only 10 lakh children are given birth in this year. Next year estimates. Okay, keeping this in mind, we need 15 lakh children. So, the whole year, only 15 lakh children are taken care. Human production is planned by the government. Governments will become very powerful, or they will be decimated. Companies will become powerful. God knows this. Nobody knows what is going to happen. Now, as I told, this is all my questions. Family gone, or family, I don't say gone. Family is in peril. Institutional marriage is in peril. What will happen to human beings? పొద్దున్న లేస్తే తిండి వచ్చింది, నిద్ర వచ్చింది, పడుకున్నావు, లేసావు, మళ్ళీ పడుకున్నావు, మళ్ళీ తిన్నావు, మళ్ళీ లేసావు, మళ్ళీ పడుకున్నావు. You will commit suicide. Recently we have been to a prison in the offshore of San Francisco. Of course, I know that very well in advance. Even in our Chinchalgoda is there. The harshest punishment for an individual is putting the person in a dark room. Not even a ray of light will enter the room. You are confined for 1 week. Gone, you will become mad. Most unbearable. You are not able to meet anybody, talk to anybody, even see a light. You don't know whether it's day or night. The most cruel person will also break down. The imperative, the integrative needs of human society, religion, fine arts, they are going to be there. They have to be taken care. How human society is going to shape? My dear SLATE family members, these questions are going to be answered by our children who are in nursery, LKG, UKG, class 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. They are going to be the people who is going to, this is not just our people, children of that sort all over the world, especially those who can think, adapt. Mind-boggling changes are going to come in human society. That's why first orientation class I want to tell you that society and social needs of tomorrow is going to be beyond our comprehension, beyond our imagination. చాలా మందికి అర్థం కాదు हमारे जमाना में ऐसा नहीं करे అని కూర్చోవాలి అంతే అలా ఉండిపోతుంది. Those who are going to understand, assimilate, plan, execute, they are required. The next 20 years in the history of humankind, next 30 years, we'll see 1,000 times more change than all the changes that humanity has seen since the last 40,000 years ago. I am using 40,000 in reference to Homo sapiens sapiens. If you take Homo sapiens Neanderthalensis, then the last few lakh years. Are we ready to train the future children? Or ive lakunda bolo A for ant, B for bat, C for cat. This education will take children nowhere. Children, we have to inculcate skills amongst them. Understanding skills, comprehension skills, analytical skills, imagination, leadership, many more which we are going to discuss today and tomorrow. Because human society is not going to be the same. The needs are going to be different. The challenges are beyond the comprehension of many of us. I am telling openly, frankly, I did all this analysis 1 month ago. I am very sure, except for Archana because I gave her some videos and these things, 99% of you sitting here won't have thought on these lines. Right or wrong? And since I told you that we are mixing with jokes, if you enjoyed it, when it really comes, I don't want this to happen. Somebody else. Imagine a person, can somebody accept if his son marries a robot? Or marries another man?
No.
Mummy, me call watching so. And he says you are outdated. It's good or bad, right or wrong, these are all, let me tell you one more thing. Social institutions are shaped by the economic condition of the society. Amongst Hindus, there is something called Pancha Mahapatakas. What is that? Gohatya. Killing a cow, killing a Brahmin, killing a child.
Woman.
Killing women, what more is there? I'm not getting it. Only I got the point. Killing a child. Sisuhatya Mahapapam. Traditionally, amongst the Eskimos, killing old people, invalid people, those people who are not able to walk, work hard, killing children, excess number of children, is considered to be very much permitted. It's a social norm. Why? Because in that condition, food, not now, earlier, food was difficult to obtain. If there are too many dependents, the whole society may die of starvation. So the society said, nothing wrong in this. The law of a society depends mainly on its economic conditions. Economics is the basics from which everything springs up. Long ago there was a joint family. Joint family system was in tune with the agricultural mode of economy. When crop production was the main occupation, of course other subsidiary occupations, joint family, it protects, it prevents fragmentation of land holdings. Father had 4 acres, they has 4 children, 4 sons rather, 1 acre, and the next generation of quarter acre. No, it's not viable anymore. So joint family system prevented all this. Once industrialization, urbanization came, joint family system, except among traditional communities like Agarwals and Marwadis in India, there are exceptions. Except for them, the joint family system has broken down. How many of you, except these 2 communities whom I mentioned, Marwadis and Agarwals, that's an exception. How many of you are staying in joint family system? If you should not belong to these communities. Very less, very less. And you are young. What about another 20 years? Will you stay with you are staying with your maybe grandfather, father, but with your brother, sister? That kind of family system, it's slowly disintegrating. Now, with AI run economy, artificial artificial intelligence run economy, my question is, what kind of marriages will emerge? What kind of families will emerge? What kind of religion will emerge? What kind of finance will emerge? And if the difference is huge, finally after 100 years, those human beings will adjust. But the transitional people, now people will lose jobs. You will get your universal basic income after much debates, or many debates and all these things. Till that time, survival. Suddenly your child is behaving in a different way. You find it very difficult to accept it. For the child, ABCDs, we had our main theme for annual day last year was ABCDs, American born, confused basic. They are not confused in the sense, na? Children, they try to imitate their friends in the school. Whereas the parents, they are looking to, Indian born, NRIs, they are looking towards India. There is a kind of clash between the values held by these two generations. That's why children are called, they are confused. Should they follow what the parents preach at home, or they should go ahead with their kin, with their friends there? Not kin. Now, with AI throwing up all these challenges, it's going to be a lot of churning in the social institutions. Human beings should have a lot of plasticity of mind, a lot of dynamism to understand, adapt, adjust. Huge challenge. In future, before I give you a 5-minute break, in future, computer science, okay, at the robotics level, at the final level, will have a lot of value. But you will be reading more and more psychologists, more and more religious preachers. Somebody who gives you somebody who, because this is something which a machine cannot do so easily. Jobs are decimated. They will never come back. But human beings can create meaningful work. Jobs is a recent phenomenon. They are not even 400 years old. We got used to them. Before 400 years, there were no jobs. Okay, Rajasthanamlo, Dukanamlo, Edo, 10 మంది ఉండేది. Jobs ఉండేది కాదు. ఎవరికైనా వాడు చేసుకునేవాడు. In future, human beings have to invent meaningful work to keep them engaged, to keep them busy. I have seen so many people who are working, especially busy top-level officers, IAS, IPS, lot of power, enjoyment. Once they retire, till that time they are healthy, so good. Within 2 years, 3 years, I say many of them, you know why? All of a sudden there is a vacuum. You sit at home. And till yesterday somebody was calling you, you are hot demand, now nobody is caring. Something crisis for this mind. Either you start doing the wrong things or you lose hope in yourselves and you suffer. So humanity has to discover meaningful works in the era of automated machines. And robots will adopt as we are having pets in our home. They will have you as a pet. This is the challenge. You should become a pet for a robot. The robot should love you. Then only you can survive. This is imagination. How exactly things are going to happen, technology we can tell. But human reaction, this we cannot, possible this way, possible that way, we can tell. Now, are you, let's look at the slides first. Let's come back in the next phase. Not this one, next one. So that is the evolution. Homo sapiens to Robo Google and Caesar. Of course, Google is not the only company. I'm just joking. Just like us, no, better. Artificial intelligence is usually defined as the science of making computers do things that require intelligence when done by humans. AI is the study of ideas that enable computers to be intelligent. Okay, next one. So these are some of the data which you don't really require. Okay. See, this is intelligent economy. So much of information is filtered. Few apps, millions of users. Okay. Big data analysis, big data analytics. It will result in cost reduction, new products and services, faster, better decision making. The strategy of analyzing large volumes of data gathered from a wide variety of sources, including social networks, videos, digital images, sensors, and sales transaction records. So it works this way. We don't have time to explain all this, not required also. Okay. 3D printing, I told you. It is an additive process. Successive layers of material are laid down in different shapes. Okay, right. Okay. Yeah. The shoes can be made. Once you order a company, it gives you the command, the password. Once you feed that, another 20 minutes or so. 20 minutes now. Another 10 years, 20 seconds only. Again, improvement in technology. Probably now 3D printing machine will be this big. Later on, it will be mobile only. I visualize a time when we will be to robots what dogs are to humans. And I am rooting for the machines. Next. Okay, play that.
Saumba Chan works at a warehouse picking orders from miles of shelves. And this is his co-worker.
I'll call him Wally.
It's a robot powered by artificial intelligence. And he isn't alone. Doctors are beginning to rely on AI for diagnosing disease. Machines are taking the wheel from truck drivers, and chefs are handing their ladles to robotic line cooks.
It doesn't matter whether you're working in a factory or sitting at a desk or working in the service sector. If you're doing something that is fundamentally routine and predictable, that job is ultimately going to be threatened by machine learning.
Will work ever be the same, or are we heading towards a jobless future?
So in here, this is where we assemble the robots. Here's your future job as a robot builder.
Melanie Wise is the CEO of Fetch Robotics. Her team builds autonomous robots that use sensors, cameras, and mapping algorithms to navigate warehouses.
So instead of a picker walking several hundreds of miles over the course of a week, they would give the goods to the robot, and the robot does all that transportation.
Yeah, you saved me about a couple hours in a day. Make my job a little bit easier.
At RK Logistics, which supplies high-tech companies with semiconductor parts, Fetch robots have become part of the workforce.
It wasn't about trying to replace people, it was about trying to use the people that we have, the employees that we have, for the tasks that they are good at, are interesting, and that they want to be doing. We've not laid off one person because of robots, and in fact, because it's made us even more competitive, we've actually only been hiring.
Even so, mounting evidence suggests that the risk of robots replacing humans in the labour force is real. According to one study, about half our jobs are at high risk for automation. And it's not just manual labour.
It's also, white-collar things. It's jobs done by journalists and radiologists and all kinds of other, professional people that often have lots of education.
Historically, new technology has increased productivity and created new jobs, but this time could be different.
The machines are moving into that cognitive space. They're thinking, they're learning, they're adapting, they're doing things that used to be uniquely human, and eventually we're going to see an unprecedented disruption.
That kind of disruption is what concerns workers like Robert James.
Yes, it worries me because automation causes people to lose jobs.
James is a forklift operator at the Carrier factory in Indianapolis, where they manufacture furnaces and air conditioners. He's also the vice president of their local union.
These jobs pay well, the benefits are good, so you do need them.
This factory may be a good indicator of where the manufacturing industry is heading. Last February, Carrier's president told employees at the Indianapolis factory that their jobs were moving.
To Monterrey, Mexico.
Then in November, the company struck a deal with President-elect Trump to keep around 700 jobs at the factory.
No, we're not leaving.
But those jobs still aren't safe. Here's what United Technologies CEO Greg Hayes told CNBC a few days later.
We're going to make a $16 million investment in that factory in Indianapolis to automate. What that ultimately means is there will be fewer jobs.
I think that UTC will attempt to automate every job that they possibly can.
We are in some cases seeing factories come back. But of course what happens is that the factories are then almost entirely automated. So the production is here, they're building something here, but there are very few jobs.
So what can we do if machines take our jobs? One potential solution is something called a universal basic income.
A universal basic income is the idea of income unconditionally given to everyone, regardless of how much work they do, where they work, where they live.
It may sound unrealistic, but something like it has been in place for decades in Alaska, where every resident gets an average of $1,000 a year thanks to oil dividends.
What's radical about that is it's money that Alaskans didn't work for, and they believe that they deserve.
Critics say that it will make people lazy, but Foster disagrees.
Will people work if they have economic security? Is a very good question. The science shows that people in fact do work. But the other thing we have to ask ourselves is what constitutes work? There are people who have worked without pay for a long time. I think of parents, I think of caregivers. And so I think the thing that basic economic security would allow is the kinds of work that people want to do and they're passionate about.
If this idea doesn't catch on, there may be other ways to prepare, like retraining programs or taxes on companies that replace workers with robots. But one thing is clear, there's no going back.
The worst thing to do is just to pretend that it's not going to happen and sit there and do nothing. Our challenge is to figure out a way to adapt to this future where people may be working less.
The fundamentals of
Sumba Chan.
The fundamentals of all that you have learned, economics, history, polity, biology, more especially the social sciences, most of the social sciences are going to be questioned tomorrow. It's going to be a different ball game. The humanity has to comprehend with this changing reality. I told you I'm not talking about fiction. It's going to happen in front of our eyes. It's going to happen with our children who are in nursery, LKG, UKG when they pass out of college. It's going to be a hard reality. Are you ready to shape such future citizens? Are we going to inculcate the proper skills amongst them so that they take on this world? They become leaders of, not just take on, they become leaders of that world. If you are ready for the challenge, go outside, come back in 10 minutes. If you are not ready, leave the auditorium. I mean, I tell every time, if you feel by chance you have signed the bond, I gave you an opportunity every time. Now, if you leave now, your bond will not be enforced. No questions asked, we will return your certificates. If you are ready for the challenge, it's not a routine school where A for Apple kind of education is taught. It's a school where, with a vision on the future, with a realistic, futuristic outlook, providing holistic education. Welcome to SLATE the school, but more about that at 10:46, exactly 10 minutes.
Posting, right?